All right, three different imported cameras. I'll just give you a rundown on each one, pros and cons. These are three cameras that we've used within our plumbing business over the years. First up, we've got the Wapsom, the budget drain camera, readily available in Australia, and then the Razorback Monster. All pretty cool. Start with the Wapsom. Looks great. Comes with everything you would want. However, it's had its issues. Number one issue with the Wapsom is the cable quality. It's just not quite up to scratch. This guy's kinked a couple of times. It's 6.8mm blue cable. It's also a bit of a nightmare to re-terminate, hence why it's sitting here unre-terminated. I had high hopes for this camera, but it didn't live up to my expectations. Right, the second one is the budget camera. Probably seen these around, look very similar to our Razorback camera, however that's aesthetically about as far as it goes as far as comparisons. Screen size, way too small. I do believe you can get a bigger screen now. It's also got SD card here. However, look at the size of that one. The Razorback Monster takes SD card and USB. Obviously, a little bit handier having the USB if you don't have a SD card reader. The Wapsom also takes a SD card in there, but again, I like the fact that you can have both. Cable length, so the Wapsom is 35 meters, I believe, maybe 40. The budget comes with 35 of 6.8mm red. Cable's pretty good, but just not long enough. And the Monster comes with 50 meters. All right, the cable feed system, you can see the Monster one here is pretty cool. Undo that and you can pull the cable through, slide the guide back over, doesn't pop out, she'll go. This one, yeah, a little flimsy. You got to put the cable through the top here, pull it through. Again, it's just pretty crappy. Not the best way of doing it, but I guess it works. The Wapsom feeds through here. It's got a guide. You can speed or slow up the cable feed. You can do that here as well. So I mean, it's got some good features, but honestly, the cable quality is just not there. It's just not worth the money. All three of them come with self-leveling heads with built-in sons, all 512 hertz. Quality of image on the Wapsom is not as great as the Razorback, and the Razorback camera with that huge screen really identifies blockages and able to sell dig ups and whatever else a lot easier due to the fact that you and the customer can see more. The budget, it's okay. Does a trick, but not quite there. Wapsom, not as robust. Obviously that keyboard's exposed. Whereas these two, you know, you could throw these in the back of your ute or the back of your van. They'll lock up. Pretty solid, pretty robust. Water doesn't get into them when they're closed, whereas this guy, you know, water's still going to get in to this somehow. Like these are meant to be water resistant, but they're, you know, they're resistant. They won't stop the water. Obviously the keyboard's not going to, it's got a rubber covering on it, but it's still going to get water into it. Everything's water resistant. So I guess water and electricity or water and power don't mix, so none of them are 100% waterproof. However, when these two are closed, they're going to be a hell of a lot more resistant to the water. Value for money, I don't think you can go past the Razorback. It's probably a little bit more expensive than the other two, but I wouldn't think significantly. Bang for your buck, can't go wrong. This guy also dismantles really, really easily. If you ever need to upgrade or change parts, you can do it so simply. You just disconnect the monitor here, and there's a little clip that on the side that you just pull, and then the whole box will slide off like so, leaving you just the camera. Control box slides back on, clicks into place, she's done. Reconnect this, you're underway. This guy, it's got another clip here, but it's a bit dodgy to be honest. So you pull that out, you pull this forward, a little bit different underneath here. Still pretty simple. It's not, I mean, this is an older camera, so I guess to be fair, they may have upgraded how they do that now, but it's just not quite as smooth. The Wapsom, it's got screws everywhere, not as easy to get to, not as easy to do repairs or upgrades to if you can get upgrades. Like I said, that termination is just crap and the cable's just not there. Without sounding like a salesman, I think it's a pretty clear race as to which one I would buy, but when you look at the quality and finish on all of them, I think the Razorback has it, along with the screen size. I just can't tell you how important that is, and the quality of picture that comes off this high definition head. Bearing in mind this thing will go around traps with the skids on as well. Wouldn't do it without a skid. This guy may. This guy would never put through a trap or a gully. So that's it. Pros and cons of 3 imported budget cameras.